guys, it's Jake's Metal Chat, and I hope you're all well and staying safe. I was at Birmingham last week, hence why my voice is still a bit shot. And I'm playing Warhorns this week coming, so gotta not try and shout as much. Anyone going to Warhorns, my band Avintel is playing on the Friday, and I hope to see a lot of you there. Went to Birmingham, like I said, did some filming there, so I'm planning on doing a video series which I will be continuing from next year onwards. Yeah, from next year onwards. So keep an eye out for that. Yep, my hair is tied back and in a braid because I had a shower earlier. And of course, I'm going to get this update done before I head off tomorrow. So without further ado, this is my August collection update, and I have 3 CDs and a vinyl, 2 from Birmingham and 2 from Black City Records. And the first 2 I'm going to show you are from 783 Punk. Got a few stickers from him, and really cool stall, really cool guy. Brought his dog along. Of course, there's a website. I'll just get up again, so if you're interested, and I will probably link this down below as well as band merch from my band down below, so do have a look. All somewhere around here, not sure yet. So let's get through the first 2 that I got. This is a Chinese press of Blood Incantations, the hidden history of the human race. And what's cool about this is you got the cover here, but watch what happens. The logo disappears and the orbs, those cube orbs, move as well. I don't think the alien moves. I think the alien. Wait, does the alien move? No, I don't think the alien moves. If you saw the alien moving, do let me know. Don't really need to tell you how excellent this album is for those who have listened to it and got to see him live, because I saw him in London last year. It was the only UK date, and I'm kind of got my ticket in time because it sold out quick. And plus, I went up there, went to the gig, and came back, and I got the tour shirt as well. And I also had this album already, but I thought I saw this and thought that looked really cool, so I got that. And plus, I love the album in general. For anyone that's not familiar with Blood Incantation, they are a death metal band from Colorado in the USA. And it's sci-fi themed, as you can tell with all the alien artwork, of course. And because the artwork was done by a man called Bruce Pennington, which I will get right there. Absolutely cool artwork. It's just about the band itself, fantastic, because 3 of the members are in another band that I like, also from Colorado, called Spectral Voice, which is more on the Death Doom side. But if you're into more this is a very technical death metal, sci-fi themed death metal, so in the vein of Nocturnus AD, bands like that. This is a band for you. So once again, Blood Incantation, a hidden history of the human race. Fantastic album. Pick it up if you haven't got already, or if you're not familiar with Blood Incantation. Give them your support if you are really into your death metal. And another band, if you're into your gothic doom metal, you just absolutely love that stuff. This is the debut album of Typo Negative, Slow, Deep, and Hard. And I've heard a couple of tracks on this album. I haven't actually heard the entire album itself yet, but I'm trying to think what albums I've heard on here, because I did have the best of Typo Negative before I started getting their stuff years later. So I got October Rust and Bloody Kisses. But I thought, I haven't got their debut album yet, so I'll get their debut album and pretty much play this, Bloody Kisses, and October Rust just one after the other. You know, just have a proper chill out to some really awesome metal. And of course, we got on the back, we've got the band on the back, or phone booths. Band themselves, of course, Peter right at the top there, rest in peace. Yeah, recorded at Systems 2, Brooklyn, New York. Of course, New York band, and when you've heard Peter in interviews, obviously proper New Yorker through and through. And there's the CD on. Of course, it's okay. It says Roadrunner right there, but if you look on the back, it says Road Racer, because that's what they were called before. They were called Roadrunner. I'll just get a bit of coffee. Drinking the new Infernal coffee from the Infernal Sea on Black Coffee Worship. Now back to the CD. What do you get with Typo? Gothic, doom, dark, heavy music. Quite melodic in some areas and a lot of their songs. And of course, anyone else familiar, Peter used to be in a band called Carnival, which was more on the thrash metal side. Excellent band as well. If you love Carnival, you'll love Typo. Unless you're more into thrash, you might not like this. If you're more into this, you might not like thrash. Everyone's preference at the end of the day. But for anyone that does not have any Typo negative, obviously I started with October Rust and then went bloody Kisses, and now I'm moving back to their first album, but I need to get the rest of their albums. And I know I got a friend in Detroit who loves this band as well, and my mate who's the vocalist in Aventine loves this band too. So yeah, these were the two I got from 783 Punk. I will be getting more from that store. So once again, Typo Negative, Slow, Deep and Hard, the debut album from 1991. Now on to the last two. I have a band from Germany, and their style of death metal is HM2, so that Swedish buzzsaw, chainsaw sounding guitars. This is Carnal Tomb with their EP Descend. And I thought I'm going to get this because I found it on the used section on the Black City Records website. Link down below for anyone who is interested in visiting the shop. If you're ever in Bristol, pop in and say hello. There's the band on the back. Yeah, I found out about these guys 3 years ago because I'm going to mention Jürgen, who has Natskog on here on YouTube, and Golden of Eyes and Razor Forge. He has a playlist on Spotify, which is all Swedish HM2 related bands, be it Swedish or those who incorporate that sound, so be from like France, here in the UK, Chile, Russia, Ukraine, where else? Brazil, Portugal, wherever. These guys are from Germany. There's the CD booklet, and I like how they say what they do. So like Vomit Christ, Battery, and it says battery, saw, grind, saw, and throat. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty damn cool. Of course, there's only 3 tracks on it. And first time I ever heard by them, it wasn't from this. It was from their album, which I can't think of the top of my bloody head right now. The song Cryptic Nebula has become one of my favorite tracks. And obviously, hearing the HM2 sound, I'm a sucker for that. I love the HM2 sound. And I also have a HM2 pedal, which I have mentioned in chats that I've done. So anyone not familiar with Carnal Tomb, I know I'm going to say it. What do you get with them? HM2 style death metal. Sick, disgusting sounding death metal. That is basically what you get from these guys. They incorporate obviously the German sound because they're German, and just an absolutely fantastic band. If you're not familiar with them and you love your underground old school death metal, and you love old school Swedish death metal in particular, these guys do that sound so well. So again, Carnal Tomb, Descend. Now the last one is a band from Finland, and I saw them not last year, 3 years ago, 2020 at FilmFest, the pre-show for FilmFest. Never heard of them before, and I thought, I'll check them out. When I saw them, and they played the Nambucca in London. I've never been there before, and I thought I'll check it out. It was the pre-show, which had, I'm trying to remember which bands on. The two I can remember from that night were Sculptura from Scotland and Live Burial from Newcastle, which are no longer a band, and I missed their last show because I was, I think I was away that day. So yeah. Anyway, this is a band called Festerday. They're a Finnish band, but like Carnal Tomb, they also mix the HM2 sound. And I am not even gonna try and pronounce this album name because I tried pronouncing it, I was like, stop that. So that's the album. I think it's like the Hyatt. I'm not even sure how you say that. But been seeing it in Black City, and I thought I got to pick this up because I've got nothing by these guys yet. There's the back, and open it up. I can sort that out. Nice little gatefold. Got there's the band. So Finnish death metal with a Swedish sound. Found quite a few like that, and it is a black vinyl. I'll show it anyway. Get it out. Try not to touch it as much. But yeah, black vinyl with a red sticker. Well, black there, red over there. And I will be playing that on. I will be playing this because there's a bunch of albums I'm literally just going to keep playing over and over and over again. Basically, Cavalier's re-recorded versions of More Visions and Bestial Devastation, which I showed in one of my last collection updates. So what do you get with these guys? Again, repeating myself, Finnish death metal with a Swedish sound. And it incorporates the two very well. And yeah, like I said, I'm looking at my FilmFest set list I got from Pertinence. Just looking at it now. That was on the main day. On the... What day was that? Sunday. Anyway, these guys played the pre-show on the Friday, so they pretty much ended that night and pretty much kicking off the next day. If anyone not familiar with them, I do recommend you check them out. Again, if you're into your Swedish sounding death metal, old school Swedish death metal, and also love Finnish death metal and German death metal, which I do. And I'll sort that out there. Can't get it back in the bag now. But yeah, Festerday. And if anyone can pronounce this album, knows how to pronounce it, please let me know because I haven't got a clue. And it was released on Season of Mist. Right there. So that is my collection update for August. I will have another one in September. Hopefully I can get it done before I go on holiday to Iceland at the end of that month. And for anyone interested, I have a Halloween show for my radio show called Jake's Metal Sessions. That will be on Top Rock Radio, and I also have a Twitch channel which I will link down there as well for anyone who's interested in watching me play a hell of a lot of metal, ranging from thrash to death to doom to black to traditional heavy metal, some punk. That would be for you. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next collection update or whatever video I got coming up next. I will most likely be filming some bands at Warhorns, so expect a few bands from there, and maybe a little bit of footage from Warhorns as well, me just filming the site and yeah, see how it goes. And see you on my next collection update. I do have some guests lined up. I know I've said this before. I'm going to get back in contact with one guest that I've been trying to get on for a while. I got a member from one of the bands who's playing Warhorns this week, and a mate of mine who wanted to come on the chat for quite a long time now. So again, I'll let you all go about your day, your evening, wherever you are in the world. Keep the banner of metal held high, and I'll see you all in the next one.